Welcome to our special announcement.
Very special announcement, our winter 2026 knit-along announcements.
Yes, it is mid-December, which is when we always drop our what we're going to do for a sweater in January announcement. So we have a hint. See if you can spot it.
Can you spot a hint? This is the Cartography sweater by Tin Can Knits. We love them. This is a three-peat with Tin Can Knits and knit-alongs for us because we did the Dog Star last winter. We did the Love Note in the spring. We love their patterns, and this is the Cartography.
Yes, and I am not wearing one.
Not yet.
But when we did a online meeting, as we do, and Alexa, I always get them mixed up, sorry, Emily and Alexa. Alexa was wearing her Cartography, and it's kind of like stuck with us
because she said in that Zoom, and that it was the comment that specifically stuck with us, was Cartography would be her desert island knit. If she could only take one pattern to knit on a desert island, this would be it. Now you're seeing some little, because I haven't blocked this, because look, it's not done. I'm almost at my hem, but this is a little wiggly, but it will block out.
She's wearing it, but it's on a cord,
barber cord, and I've got sleeves to finish, but I always like to get ahead so I have some of a sense of how things are going. So this, unlike the Dog Store, is top down, which a lot of people really like.
Yes.
And I used one of my favorite yarns in the store. If you're not new here, you will already know it's Fleece BFL by West Yorkshire Spinners. It has amazing definition for this color work, and I just sort of went color work crazy. This pattern calls for 2 colors, maybe 3, but I just went for it. And I didn't have a plan. I didn't plan everything out. I just looked at what I'd been knitting and decided what might be fun to do next in terms of color. So a little bit spontaneous, but I couldn't go wrong because they were all beautiful colors.
How many colors do you have? Do you know?
It's 6, I believe, because it's main color plus 5, I'm pretty sure. I have the teal, I have the royal, I have the fell side, I have the light blue, and the fuchsia. So 6. And
the background is the natural.
The background is the natural. And the other thing that's fun about this Cartography knit-along is there is a Cartography hat. So not only does the sweater come in all sizes, typical of Tin Can Knits, from babies through large size human adults, it also comes in a hat, which Tracy, Goat Staffer Tracy, is already started on. And it looks really cool. So if you're not necessarily ready to take on color work, that could be a smaller scale to practice on.
And it's also, if you want to start right away, and kind of get your colors worked out or test them out.
That's your gauge swatch, right?
It's perfect to get started. And
could be a good gift.
Or you could be one of those people that want a matching hat and sweater.
You could.
I have made a matching hat and sweater before, but I was then like, I put my sweater on and put my hat on and went, I'll be wearing these separate. Because I'm not a matchy hat and sweater person.
I love it,
that turns out.
But you tried it.
I did. I did, and it was favorite sweater, favorite hat.
So good.
It was a store-bought sweater that my husband gave to me for Christmas one year, and it was one of those, you don't see them much anymore, but it was from Nepal, and it was like big and heavy. And I used to wear it like a jacket. So I got exact same colors and made a hat.
Super cool.
That was my first color project.
Oh my gosh.
And I copied and
just kind of made it up.
Well, I had the sweater in my lap.
So that was your pattern.
That was my chart.
That's how people used to do knitting, right? We'd see something cool and go, oh, I wonder how I could.
And that's how I did it, like kind of really, that was a long time ago, like 24 years or something. And I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't
know about color dominance.
But I did work with like the likes of Mary Jane Mucklestone and a couple other people who were obviously very into Fair Isle knitting and definitely gave me advice. So that was a fun project, and so a hat really is a good place to start. It's not that big.
Yeah, and you get a sense of the motifs. Now, here's what I have loved about this, and why I kind of understand why Alexa kind of talked about it being really fun, is these motifs are designed so that you're not trapping long floats. Maybe there was only one or two across the entire thing where I had to carry something behind, but for the most part, they're relatively short. And then in between all the motifs, you get these little like 2 rounds of plain. So you're not bored, and you get a little bit of color work break for your hands. And for this knit along, we were thinking of some extra options. So not only the hat, but you could choose to just do a color work yoke. If you're not up and game for all the color work everywhere, just do the yoke and maybe the sleeves, kind of like the dog star. You could do the all over like I'm wearing. And then you could even, if you're an experienced color work person, you could even do kind of your own doodle deck style.
We may have somebody that is doing
We may have somebody that's doing that and is preparing some like a resource to kind of help guide. So we're going to add some more information about if you think you want to take that route. You kind of need to have some savvy with some of this stuff already.
And what's nice about this pattern is it's only ever 2 colors in one row, which is a Fair Isle rule for a reason. Not everybody follows that rule, and I love color work knitting, but I don't love it so much when it does not follow that rule. And so you gotta choose your own adventure.
Yes, and cartography, so you get to make your own map, right?
And
Be a cartographer.
I looked at them online because I'm still trying to decide what color I'm making. I do need to get on that. I want to get a head start and get my swatch done. But I looked at all the ones on Ravelry, which we will provide a link for, so you can kind of tool through all the different options that people have made. And there's been a lot of these made, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And we do like picking a sweater that has been made a lot. And we also try to pick ones that are not too hard. We always try to do that. We know we did a colorwork sweater last year with the dog star, but we're doing it again.
Yeah.
We hope you approve.
I know. People seem to have a lot of fun, and I will say, we were talking yesterday at the at our meetup in the store for Sunday knitting, and somebody said, well, the thing about color work is it's not boring. And so that's one of the features that we look for. And anyway, so we're excited, and we really hope you'll join us. We've got some yarn show and tell that we wanted to show you for inspiration. So I will maybe we'll go back and forth. I started by bringing some fleece BFL in the few colors that I haven't used for this sweater. One we're out of the pretty light blue, but we have the couple of the naturals on top here, and then I've got a couple of the other I did pull fell side because I just can't get away from it. That's Kristin's Scudic Bay color, this green. Yes. So that's Fleece BFL. Such a beautiful yarn to work with. It really is. Nice in color work. Yeah. So
it is. It's nice in anything. It's just such a pleasure to knit with.
100% wool. So it's great for grabbing those, floats and whatever, and keeping your tension. And what's in your basket?
What's in my basket? My basket is filled with some Rambouillet by Juniper Moon Farm. And this is one that is strongly in the running for me. And so The Rambouillet is a new yarn for us, and it is called that because it's made out of the Rambouillet sheep, and it is really soft. I'm like, someone said to me, "Oh, does this soften up?" when they felt it, and I was like,
softer than what?
I'm like, it's not cashmere because it already feels so soft.
It's so soft.
So and it's not a super processed wool. It is not superwash, and you know, with this sweater you could use superwash, but we kind of I mean, some people will, and it's fine, but it's kind of a good idea to not choose superwash, but you can do what you want because this is choose your own adventure.
Yeah.
So I was considering this for my background. And of course I wanted to go wild. Oh, I didn't even bring the orange one. Oh no, I did. And I wanted to do like, I of course thought of all these colors, and I was like, yeah, that's good. And then I'm like, am I going to wear that? Is that too busy? And then I thought, well, how many patterns? Does it call for 3, the pattern?
2 or 3, I think.
And so I'm pretty sure I want to use the cream. And then I was sort of thinking of toning it down a bit and just doing brown and like...
Oh, very, very nice.
Super contrasty. And I could also pop this in if I wanted.
Yes.
Just like for, you know, the little in-betweens.
Yep, that would be gorgeous.
And so that is this idea. That's what's going through my mind. You've given it the 2 thumbs up.
Want me to hold these while you dig around a little more?
And then, you know, I could also use this for the background. And I was thinking this, but this is too close to what you have, so we want to be different. Because we're like that. Because we need to be different sometimes. But like this.
Oh, this dark greeny olive.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's really nice. And I could do that. Or I'm thinking like those 3 would be gorgeous.
Hold them up. Yes. Yeah.
Also gorgeous. I wish you could squish this yarn.
It's really good.
So there's other colors. There's blues, of course. And I didn't bring all the colors. There are more color choices with this particular yarn.
Oh my gosh, we didn't even say it's DK weight.
Sorry.
Oh, well, sorry. We're going to be showing you some DK yarns because it's a DK weight sweater.
We have shown you several already, and we will continue on.
I brought some Cottage DK by On the Rounds. Gorgeous, 100% merino, very soft. The colors, I love this one, which is Pebble. And I also brought some of her, this is a fleece BFL that didn't make, the creamy one that didn't make it out of the basket. What is this one then? Oh, I guess I got 2. I did also pull out plush DK because some people do really love working with the superwash, and especially if you're working for a little one. But you know, forage plus lichen, come on, so good. Now then I had kind of a wild idea. What if you took Poema long gradient DK weight yarn from Laine du Nord and paired it with fleece BFL in cream? That would feel so beautiful and so wintry. You wouldn't have to do any changes. You could also do the gray.
Or the tan. I think the cream or the gray is
now,
best.
What do you think about this being a 2-ply and sort of bouncy and this being a single? It'll be fine.
I actually like choosing different yarns. People always think they need the same. But I think the beauty of choosing different ones is that it just sometimes adds a little more to the texture.
Yeah.
It can change the color a little bit and make it pop a little more.
Well, Molly, one of our local goats, is making a beautiful colorwork sweater with the narwhal on it for her little girl.
Oh, cute.
And she's using that, the yarn that's discontinued that you used for your grid gambit. It's a Lang yarn, Lovis. Lovis as the, and it's beautiful.
I don't think it's discontinued.
Oh, really? We discontinued it. So, okay. Well, Lovis single ply, and her other ones, she's using some plush DK. It really looks good. So I also grabbed this Laine du Nord, which is such a really pretty, like there's taupe and olive and gray. And I just thought, like, wouldn't it be wild if you had this as your main color and then this sort of more muted color work? I thought that could be kind of
gorgeous also.
Really
and that
pretty.
would also work with the
and
cream.
it would also totally work with the cream.
I can think of somebody who they might choose that, actually.
Yeah. Or could you have it work with the dark? And
it would be a little more
muted.
We say muddy. Might muddy up the looks.
Could be.
But you could also, look at that. Oh, yeah. That'd be a beauty.
Yeah, so those are some more. And I didn't pick Vintage DK because I think a lot of you already know Vintage DK. Vintage DK by Barocco would be fantastic.
It would.
It would be washable. We know so many people who made beautiful dog stars with it, with their color work. So that's definitely on the table, just not pictured here.
It is a more budget-friendly option.
Absolutely. And washable, like we said. So Kathmandu DK by Queensland. You may remember I did my dog star in this yarn and found it absolutely dreamy to work with.
You've done other ones in that, haven't you?
I think dog star was...
Oh, okay.
But
a lot of people have knit with this yarn.
Nice and little tweedy bits, but then there's this sort of, I think of it as like a cafe latte sort of color. Neutral. We've got some earth tones. Oh yeah, this one. This beautiful brown, which is called...
It's like a purpley brown almost.
What?
Emerald.
It's called emerald?
So I have to say, the names of Kathmandu can be a little off.
Well, this one is called Camel, so that seems odd.
What's this one called? This one's called Clover. Maybe that one should be Emerald.
I feel like this one should be Emerald. Emerald? Come on, really?
There's one back here that's like rust, and I think it's called Brown. So, okay, Kathmandu. Okay, Queensland.
Okay, Queensland. We could help you with some color names.
We have different color names than you.
I also grabbed some Chow, and Chow is Merino by Jody Long. It's very bouncy. This is what we use in the color work class.
It is.
Miranda is teaching in the store on December 13th.
And I used this in my dog star as the main color. I used a purple one, and then I used a color changing yarn to do all the color work. So I only ever had to have 2 colors, and it's gorgeous.
We have a lot of the colors.
There's a lot of colors of Chow. There are so many colors. You could also use the Norwegian wool from Rowan.
Speaking of which,
also really lovely traditional yarn for making a cartography. It kind of what was in the back of my mind on my list of what I wanted to choose.
And there's like a nice little halo going. It's just gorgeous.
Well, and yarns like this yarn does not feel like this. Like this is clearly softer. But the thing about a yarn, we call them woolly wools. That's the official term. The thing about a woolly wool is it is really traditional for a color work sweater. And it has more tooth.
Definitely.
And so it just grabs, and it's hard to explain what all of that means unless you are knitting it.
And I also think of it as, like, we've also had conversations about what is sort of heritage, like what's a yarn that you could knit with that, you know, the sweater would last until your descendants, and this would definitely be one of them.
Well, and it's like everybody asks about yarns that pill, and kind of the rule of thumb is the softer the yarn, the more apt to pill. And so a toothier yarn, a woolier wool, is going to pill way less. And the prime example of that is a commercial sweater that I wore on Friday. I wore a Dale of Norway sweater, and it's like it just it will last you. It will last a lifetime and beyond. And it's hard to explain. It's just so flat and non-pilly, and most yarns pill a little bit, but some don't, and they are the wooliest of the wools.
Yeah, really firm. Tight ply.
And the thing is like there's nothing wrong with pilling everybody's. Like a lot of times yarn will pill at first, and then it kind of stops.
Yep.
So,
yeah.
Anyways,
is there another basket, or did we do all the baskets?
Okay. We did all the baskets.
Wow.
There are other choices.
Yes. And I've made a collection. So let's talk a little bit of the logistics of signing up for the knit along.
Please do.
So when you sign up, you will get a special welcome email. And the welcome email will include lots of, it'll be longer than a regular Goat email, packed with info. So if you get those like, do you want to view the entire message at the bottom? You will want to say yes.
Yeah.
So the things that happen when you sign up, you will get a discount code for the yarn for the project. We love to, support people that way, but also, and I think this is worth saying, and it's so generous on your part, like we don't make you use our yarn to participate. We just don't. And some knit alongs I've heard about, you like use 80% or more of our yarn. Like, I don't know.
I can't police that.
Right. Also, are we doing a knit along? Are we policing each other's yarn?
Right.
No. So if you would like to use our yarn, great. We've got some awesome choices. You'll get a link to the collection with the yarns that we've kind of pulled out, as these are going to be good fits. So that's maybe not all of the DKs.
Right.
So if you don't see it there, there's probably a reason, because not just Kristin and I, but also Miranda has consulted on this collection. So you'll get the link to the collection, the discount code. You'll also find out about our in-store meetups and our Zoom meetups, because we do a weekly in-store and a weekly online meetup during the knit along. The knit along will kick off in the store on January 4th, and we'll have our kickoff on Zoom on January 7th, and we'll wrap up at the end of February. So that last week of February, I think the last Sunday in February is the 22nd, and the last Wednesday in February is the 25th. Am I forgetting anything?
I don't know.
So yeah, and with our knit alongs, especially if you're new here, I'll also include in that welcome email, like, here's what you can expect from a goat knit along. Some of how we work things. You get special emails that come out each week just for knit along stuff, not for goat stuff. Like our regular ones, and with tips, with tutorials, with links to the recordings of our Zooms, because sometimes people ask great questions during the Zooms that you might also be wondering, could be color work stuff, or could be like somebody's got a great new tutorial that they want to let other people know about. So we really have fun like working with our like local communities and our folks who join us from afar. So,
and if you have never joined us for a knit along, it's important to know that we do offer a lot of support, because we are making these sweaters too, or have already made them. We can give you firsthand experience with the exact sweater, which we do find to be quite useful. And so do the people that are struggling when they're making it. The other thing that happens is, when you have 100 people making a sweater at the same time, when they're knitting the same pattern, if there is something that many people get caught up on, we hear about it. And so that goes in the newsletter too.
Right. Like, oh, heads up on page 4.
Right.
Don't forget to circle that. We were talking about that with the petite knit pattern yesterday when we did the Ankers sweater, that there was this one piece of instruction in her pattern that was kind of buried in a paragraph. And so I made sure to, like, in the email, hey, turn to page 7 right now. Take your highlighter and highlight the heck out of this one line, because I missed it.
I remember one pattern, I think it was from our early knit alongs, and it was one line, but it was really important, and everything else was in paragraphs. And there was one line, and depending upon how your computer you formatted it, it was at the end of the page or the beginning of the page, and it was like really easy to skip over, and because everything else was formatted paragraph. And so that one, I was like, what is happening? And then I was like, oh, it's right here.
Well, and tin cannons typically are pretty great patterns, and the clarity is good, and they have a lot of support. Now, I will say that this pattern is not in the app, which was a bummer. You can open, when you purchase the pattern, you can open it in your app, but it's not app enabled yet. I think probably because it's a pretty anyway, I haven't heard back, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be in the app for our purposes. print it out like old fashioned. I actually like that. You know, I've got my highlighter as I'm going through my color work. I've been making all sorts of notes on my color work too about things that might go in future newsletters for the knit along.
Nice, taking lots of pics.
A lot of pics. I've got a whole like folder on my phone of like cartography pictures.
Awesome.
So it's going to be a really fun knit, and we really hope that you're going to join us for it. I don't think you're going to want to miss this one. And, you know, you could just dip your toes in with a little hat to start and see if it's for you.
So sign up.
Link will be below.
And please join us.
Yeah.
It's fun to think about something in January at this time of year.
And turning the page into the new year with Goat Knit Along.
Yay.
All right. Well, thank you so much for watching. Let us know down in the comments if you have ideas for potential yarns you're thinking about. If you have questions, let us know. And we'll watch for the signups to come in.
Thank you for watching.
See you in January. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, I like them. I needed more real estate because of my progressives. I needed more.
Yeah, I hear you.
Wide.
I need more real estate.